Welcome to Scripts and Giggles with Shoshana.
And Marnie.
So, I don't know what to start with.
You seemed really confident when you said so.
No, yeah, I thought I was going to...
It's hot.
It's really hot. The summer's out.
Summer is here
out.
for
people wearing
t-shirts
t-shirts now. The buns are coming out.
I wore a jacket.
Okay.
Today. I wore a jacket yesterday. I wore a jacket the day before and I had to carry them all home.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I still don't trust the weather.
I
have a lot of trust issues with the British weather. So I carry a jacket. I've got a jacket with me, as you saw. And I still wore it even though I was feeling warm.
Yeah.
But I prefer to feel overheated than undercooled.
That doesn't make sense.
Basically, I prefer to be overdressed than...
Underdressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I know that I'm always going to be more hot than I need to be.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I always bring a jacket, but I walked home yesterday. I walked home the day before as well. Because it was just the weather was just so nice. And walking around London when it's sunny, it's like a completely different vibe to being in London when it's miserable. So.
Which is like 3/4 of the year.
Yeah, exactly. So you just got to soak it up and get it.
British summer is definitely the best. Like, London's the best place to be when it's hot in the summer. And I really want I really want to enjoy the summer, but at the moment I've been feeling a bit like bleh. So I want the sun maybe will bring up my spirits.
Yeah, the sun, it does just make you just feel like a little bit hopeful.
Yeah.
Also not being in the office makes you feel a lot. As soon as you open the door and you leave that place, you're like, wow, life has so much possibilities.
I can see the window. I can see the sky.
I could be anyone. I could be anything. Life is my oyster.
I was working from home today. I was like, oh, I actually feel quite nice today.
Yeah, it's just not being in the office. Sometimes.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
it's bleak in there.
Fam.
It is so bleak. I'm not trying to be in the office, especially when it's something they're just like, why are we in here?
Ice cream can't even cover it. Like I need to see the sun. I need to see the sunshine, the clouds. We need to do stuff this summer.
Yeah, let's do stuff. What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know. Like it was 2 summers ago, we went to All Points East.
Yeah, I would go to All Points East again this year though.
I don't think. Oh, I'm busy this week. Bank holiday weekends.
You don't even know what it is.
It's not. Oh, there's 2 weekends, isn't it? Is it Storm?
Yeah, and there's a Friday.
Yeah.
It's Kitchenada.
Yeah, I've listened to some of his music.
Yeah, I want to go on Kitchenada's Day, which I think is I think it's a Sunday. What did we go last time? A Sunday? Saturday?
No, we went Saturday. Yeah.
Maybe he's a Saturday then.
Yeah. Wait. I'm checking it now. No promises, because we keep on saying let's do this, and unless it's
I just think somebody has to buy their ticket.
Yeah, true. Unless it's also it has to be like closer to the time.
Yeah.
When it feels so far away, you're like, yeah, I'll definitely get down to it. And you're like, nah. Oh yeah, actually yeah, Katrina.
Oh, it's on Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna go on the Friday.
Yeah, that should be quite cool. And Victoria Monet.
Amaray.
Who's that?
You know Amaray? Oh,
no,
I don't have time to educate
no point.
And JT is
who?
DJ.
Do you know what? After we went out to Night Tales.
Yeah.
And look, I've never heard any of the artists or music that was played before, or the main artist. He go, and I really enjoyed it. So.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down to go in. And even if it's hot, I will still take a jacket with me.
Last year... Well, no, when we went to All Points East, I did not bring a jacket. I brought a shirt.
I brought a mini... Did I bring a jacket with me? Maybe.
You were lugging a boot.
I also was carrying a boot because your girl broke her toe. Just a toe.
I think that was the first time I saw you as well. Just like when we were sitting on the grass, you're coming towards us. I'm like, oh, she really did... She really is coming to this festival in a boot. I
mean, I think it wasn't my most smartest decision of life because
talked about before.
Yeah, 20,000 steps on a broken foot took my recovery back by another 2 weeks.
Which is mad if you think about it, because I walked my walk like all day and then back home.
Yeah.
7,000 steps.
Yeah.
So what was you doing at the?
But we were walking. So I walked to All Points East to begin with. I don't walk
from your house.
Sorry. I travelled and commuted.
Yeah.
Then we walked around the whole flipping park.
How many times?
Well, we were going from place to place, stage to stage. Then we were dancing.
We did dance.
And that adds a couple of thousand steps.
Probably.
We danced a lot. And then I cannot believe I was jumping on that broken boot. Like on that broken foot. And then we had to still get our way back home.
Yeah.
So... And I was travelling from one part of London to the other part. So to me, 20,000 steps were warranted. I will not be doing that again. Mm-hmm. Next time, I'm going to give the ticket away. I have to resell it. I mean, by God's grace, I do not break my foot.
Yeah, let's hope you don't break your toe again. But next time. Making plans.
No, it just as if something like that happened and I had to book a ticket or had a ticket booked, I have to weigh up health over wealth.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed.
Wealth of experience, yeah.
I'm really annoyed because like so many of I basically have made no summer plans because I was supposed to be on a shoot. And now I'm not going to be on a shoot.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, should I start booking things for the summer? But then I also don't know if I will be needed.
Yeah.
Because if we are going to shoot at some point, we need to start turning scripts around very quickly.
Perhaps. So you're like, yeah.
And actually yesterday, a colleague of mine was like, are you excited for The Room? I was like, no one's even done what we're doing a writer's room.
Yeah.
Like, why is a random person at work telling me about a writer's room when my exec hasn't told me? Like, sometimes I'd just be in that office being like, and it's time for me to leave.
Yeah.
And so I just packed up my stuff and went for a walk.
Peace.
And walked to my house.
So that reminds me of a
story. And I walked to my house.
To be
fair, I didn't pack my entire bag, so if anyone saw me, they would have been like,
oh no, she's not coming back. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I didn't realise at the time, the last time as well. I said, that person just picked up their coat, bag, and
was like, peace.
They not coming back.
I thought they were just checking for what was outside.
That's what I thought, but think about it. Why do you need your coat and your bag for that?
Yeah.
If we're just gonna, are you open?
Oh, that was purposely planned.
Yeah. And then me, stupid me, I'm watching this person take their coat and their bag, and I'm like, okay. I believe you. I'm the most gullible person on the planet, apparently. I was like, well, they said they were just going outside, so they're going outside, and I believe that. Anyway. Do you have a smartwatch?
No, I don't have it. I'm old school. You know that the girls and the guys that like to read a book cover to cover? I like to see my watch analog. Analog watch. TikTok. That's how I like to see it.
I'm only asking because I think I want to get a smartwatch. Because I actually feel like your phone can't count your steps that well. But a smartwatch would.
That's true.
But I don't. I also. I'm deciding to become jacked. No, I don't want to get an Apple Watch. Okay. I've decided I'm going to get jacked.
Why? How? What is the purpose?
The purpose is like
to meet your jack husband.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I want to get jacked because like why not? Like I'm bored. I'm bored and I'm like I could get jacked. I think.
If you wanted to, but it's a commitment, and you have to maintain it.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm ready. I'm ready for this commitment in my life.
Okay.
Let's get jacked.
Okay.
Protein
shake and all though.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm just doing exercise.
So how are you gonna get jacked without the
weights?
Okay.
I'm gonna get jacked. Look at my muscles.
Oh my gosh.
I'm getting jacked.
I mean they're there. They're underneath the skin.
Yeah, obviously they're underneath the skin.
They're coming through.
I'm not good at flexing anyway.
Yeah, they're coming through. So on your jacked journey, you're gonna go to the gym?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to.
This could be a great opportunity to meet your jacked husband then.
I don't want anyone to talk to me, like I need to be focused, innit?
Yeah, you can also do that.
Yeah, I need to just go in there and just be like and then leave. You guys can see, but I'm lifting weights.
We will follow your journey and see how long. I know I have all the faith in you.
You're gonna start seeing me post on Instagram being like, meal prepping for the week. Obviously, I'm trying to get put on muscle, so I'm about to eat.
Oh my lord!
This is the fit for the gym, guys. Just going in today, doing a like cheeky little 8 reps. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what that means.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. I've been exercising more. I feel good.
That's good.
So I'm like, yeah, I guess I just have to accept. I've been feeling like I don't need to go to the gym because I'm not trying to lose weight or anything. So yeah, and then I was like, but I do like. I've been saying like I do want to feel stronger.
Yeah.
And like you said, that involves like consistency. I go for a run like every other morning now, like just to like maintain. Like, yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know why. I've just decided this one thing. Maybe it's like everything else in my life is falling apart. I'm gonna get jacked.
It's the one thing that you can control.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna take 20 minutes.
Not the one thing, but there's like, it's one of many things you can just control, and it's your thing, is your motivation.
Yeah, and we talked about this last week, like having like the trying to maintain a sort of work-life balance. And I think during the week I'll be like, I can't do anything. I need to focus on work. And it's like, no, I'm going to take 20 minutes of my day
to
do something I want to do that has nothing to do with work, actually. And if I get to work late, I get to work late. I don't give a heck. I'm running. I'm taking a luxurious shower afterwards. Wearing my natural hair, so that's added another 20 minutes to my day. Like, I'm coming. This week I came into the office 10:30. I don't care. I actually don't care about this anymore. Who's going to check me, boo? Who's going to check me?
The famous last words from Sheree. It wasn't her last words. She literally sat there with her chest.
Joggers.
Oh, yeah.
I think about that all the time. That's such a weird clip. September, spring, summer.
So when does it come out? September, spring, summer. Yeah, September, spring, summer.
Why are you mad at me?
Oh my gosh.
It's so weird.
It was that and Chateau Sheree. Chateau Sheree is coming through. Chateau Sheree.
She just restarting stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I get jacked, like, and you hear on the podcast just talking about, like, you know, muscles.
Oh my god, I cannot wait for this transformation.
How quickly can you run a mile?
Me? Probably 8 minutes. What? It's not that. What? I am doing a 10k at the end of the year.
Congrats.
September. I have to practice. I have to. But I haven't done my 5ks in a while.
You can do it, man. You can get jacked like I can go jacked.
I don't even want to get jacked. I just want to get I just want to maintain. I just want to be healthy. Yeah. That's the most important thing.
That's what I mean.
Jacked isn't healthy to... Sorry. Jacked is healthy. Jacked is healthy. In my... No, Jacked is healthy. Jacked is healthy. I mean that.
I'm not doing steroids.
No, that's what I mean. I feel like... I just want to be able to run and not feel like out of breath. Or feel like I'm in any pain. Which is not easy, but I just want to do that. And I want to accomplish this goal of completing a 10k. Which is, on my New Year's resolution for 2 years. So it really needs to get done.
I think you'll do it.
I think I will too. I just need to put the consistency and the work in. I'd probably need to join a running club, but I think...
That might be fun.
Yeah, and all the boys are there.
Yeah, but they're too busy running.
They are, aren't they? Away from you. Away from me.
They're trying not to pass out. That's what they're focused on. They're like, I don't want to pass out in front of these girls. Please.
Please.
That would be my same for just everyone just running. That's the motivation to keep doing the run.
That's true. I do park runs, and that is your motivation to keep on running because you want to like give up, and someone's like, "Come on, you can do it." And you're like, "Yay, I can." So
how long is a park run?
5k.
Okay.
So I used to do that every week. I haven't done it in a month. And the last time I did it, I was in agony. So I really need to get back into the 5k lifestyle. Then I can take it up to the 10k lifestyle. For the time being, that's the plan. But I'm excited. I'm gonna be supporting you in your jacked journey. If there's any help you need, motivation, I won't be joining you with being jacked. But I'm here to. I'm here to support you, whatever you need.
Maybe I'll do this 10k with you. Because it'll be super easy for me because I'll be jacked.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It'll just be a breeze. Yeah. A breeze in the park. Wait, how often do you run?
I try to run every other day.
That's a lot. Like, how, what's the distance?
Last time it was... Well, some of it I walk, some of it I run. Obviously, 4.5 kilometers.
That's really, that's great.
I'm just trying.
But every other day, no, I mean, that's it's such a consistent
because you notice how much easier it is. Like, the first time I did it after not doing it for a while because of my foot injury, well, it wasn't an injury, it was my weird feet, it was really hard. And I was like, I'm not going to do this again. And then I was like, I think I have to get up and go, even though I feel a bit sad, and do even if it's like a short run. Yeah. Because this is what always happens. Like, I leave it 2 weeks then, and I'm like, this still hurts. And I did that, and then running, then the next time I go for a run, you're like, this doesn't hurt at all. The next time I go for a run, I'm like, I can run for a bit longer. You actually do, you see
the progress.
Improvements, really, really quickly. So, you just gotta keep doing it. My only thing that I'm finding is obviously, you run locally, and I get kind of bored of the routes. You
need to do different types of routes.
Yeah, or I need to go to a gym and just run on a treadmill.
That's true. My brother did it because he did a half marathon last month, and when he was training, he got to the point where he was running tube lines. So he'll run the Victoria line, he'll run the Circle line, he'll run, and it's if anything, and he said he did it because it was like he was getting bored of the routes as well. So he ended up like picking somewhere, running all the way around, then running back home. So or find a route where the ending point was always home, so he knew what he had a motivation to get back home.
Yeah,
and it made it so much more like interesting and motivating.
Yeah, it kind of starts like I'm quite lucky. It's not too busy here, but like a colleague of mine runs into the office. It's like I would run, but like it's so busy. It's not like it wouldn't be a fun run. Like all these crossings and like having to stop and start. Like that doesn't sound fun to me. Basically, if there was like one massive park between my house and work, I would run to work.
But that being said, I don't like the idea of running to work because you'll get to work sweaty and have to take a shower there.
Yeah, but she'd be taking a shower in the office.
Yeah, maybe if you...
People be taking a shower.
Yeah, people take showers in my office as well. But if you love it, I love it. But it's
I don't like the idea of taking a shower anywhere that you like, apart from a hotel or your home, because you have to bring stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing my whole like hair care, body care, face routine to the office.
So my products I have to use on my skin alone for it to not to be dry throughout the day.
Yeah, and packing that in my bag, along with my outfit, which is gonna get all creased in my bag.
And then you have to carry it and run with it.
And then take my smelly running clothes and put that in my bag all day, and then bring that to our house. I don't understand how that makes sense. I'd much rather run on my own. Thank you very much. But I do think it would be cool to be able to say you could run the route from your house to your workplace.
And also, like, there was times when, like, after work, I would just grab a Boris bike and then ride home, and that was so fun. And I miss those days. I was like...
You can still do it.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, your legs will be killing once you get to, like, Streatham Hill, but, like, you could do
it. I could, yeah. But, actually, I don't think I can.
Yeah, maybe you could.
I don't think... Actually, you know what?
I think you could.
I think I could. It's one straight line. Really. So it's literally one straight line.
Let's make a deal.
Oh, I don't want to push.
Let's make a deal.
Okay, what's the deal?
One of these days in summer.
Yeah.
We will cycle from
work
to your house to record the pod.
Bruh. The way that would be
like
so...
4 hours.
One, it would be so long. Two, it would be so exhausting. They'd be like, hey guys, you've heard some of our Tide ones. The Beyonce review. We'll be knackered. But yeah, why not?
I think we should do it.
But
we're pushing our bodies.
Yeah, and we have to finish work early.
Yeah, we'll leave the office at 2.
2, yeah.
Get to your house at 9.
Yeah.
We stop for dinner.
Yeah. We eat and then
Yeah.
That sounds a great plan.
We can do it.
Yeah, and then we can talk about our trip as we were riding all the way down.
Yeah.
What bikes are we taking with us? The line bikes.
Yeah, so someone told me, because me and my sister we drove, I don't know how long the route was, I need to check this. We rode from Elephant to Honor Oak Park and back.
Wow, that supposed to be far.
It was not a good idea. Would not recommend for 2 people who don't cycle ever.
No!
So I'm going to do a couple of practices for this by cycling to and from my house before I do the big cycle tours. But that was harder because we were on the Boris bikes and those are heavier.
Yeah.
So maybe the line bikes are easy. I have been thinking for a while about buying a bike.
Do you not have one?
No. Sorry, does everybody have a bike? Do you have a bike?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't it wow, it was in the garden and I saw it in the garden topple over and I left it there. But also my bike is actually quite heavy, so I would love to get a thinner bike, but a slimmer bike.
Is it a racing bike?
No, it's one of those
folding.
No, it's one of those like everyday bikes.
What's an everyday bike?
I don't know, but it's definitely not one that's supposed to be like cycling.
Does it have a basket on it?
No, but I think that he used to have one.
Oh.
And then I think the owner took it off. So it's a heavy bike, and I did try to ride it somewhere, and then the wheels were. Then I had to go to a bike shop, and I was just like, it was just men in there. I was like, please, can someone pump air into my bike?
My bicycle.
Yeah, and I was like, then after he pumped it in, I was like, oh, how much is it? He's like, free. This time I was like, okay, great, thanks. I know where you guys are now. Because I around my house.
There's an Evan Cycle near our workplaces that is closing down. So maybe I'll go in there.
Wait, the one down the road?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
See if they've got some bikes that they would need to get off their chest. I will take one.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot this summer.
Yeah, we're going to be active.
Outside. Outside and active.
Yeah, we're going to be outside.
I mean, we're going to talk about pop culture news, which is very pertinent to Marnie, but we just want to enjoy. I just want the sun, and I want some more vitamin D, and not in that way.
I don't say anything.
I don't have to. You don't have to, because I know where your head sometimes goes.
We should go to the seaside.
We should. No, we should.
No, we should. No, I agree. We should go to the seaside.
We should actually enjoy this summer, because I feel like it's taken a bit of time and the sun is shining finally, and we should actually do stuff, because I think like last summer we didn't do as much.
No, last summer was a bit.
And it was also a bit.
Yeah, because that's when remember that was when we had the party at.
Oh yes.
And then it rained so bad.
Our friend had a festival at her house, and we had to come in like, you came in Wellington boots, right?
No, I came in just boots. Knee-high boots. But I had my Mac on. Yeah,
because that was a struggle.
That was
fun.
Crazy.
But it was fun.
I don't think I've ever been just outside in torrential rain, just trying to continue doing my day.
We really tried. I mean,
we weren't trying to go inside.
No, our friend's husband was outside, working for his life, drenched.
In raining water.
For his actual life, for that tent to be up.
For a party.
It's coming out. It's happening again this year, so hopefully the sun will be out.
It's sunny.
Yeah, and let's hope you don't do anything that I wouldn't do.
Huh?
No messing around with anyone.
You're a troll. You're a troll.
I'm not a troll. Excuse me.
You're a queen troll.
Excuse me.
You're a troll.
You're
a troll.
You literally have opened the door to that happening multiple times.
I haven't opened any doors.
You have opened the door for me to be able to tease you, because you've done it multiple times with said person.
So when I'm living my life, I'm supposed to be thinking, oh, is Shoshana going to hold this against me?
No. Excuse me, you do that to me.
Yeah.
The way that I just get every now and again, you just drop a boy's name from my past, way in my past. I have nothing. There's no connection.
Not way in the past, because you remember them immediately.
Yes, because I'm like, how have you brought some name that I haven't...
I brought the name.
You did,
You brought the name initially though, didn't you? You was in love with them.
I never was.
You was never in love?
No, not really.
Did you or did you not?
No, I wasn't. I'm so sorry.
Works is.
Are you telling me you weren't in love with what's his face?
Who?
Don't let me name and disgrace him on this podcast.
Who?
All I'm going to say is this. If you get with said person, do you think that he will have the black wife effect?
You are messy.
Can you imagine what that black wife effect would look like? They should do a filter.
They should do a filter.
They should, of like...
Your messy boots. Because first of all...
Don't do it.
Wife.
Yes.
Second of all... black.
Yes, you being the black wife. Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't do potential. That's why I'm saying my man can never do the black wife effect, because I never picked him up when he was looking raggedy in the first place. I don't know how the girlies do it.
I don't know how they do it.
They got strong stomachs. I wake up in the morning, I see you, I'm like, oh dear, you gotta go. You gotta get out of here. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, maybe if we just...
I think you have to put aside the looks, and you see the personality, you see the heart inside, and you're like, okay, that's where the potential is. He's so kind to me, I know that he's fixing me so I can fix him.
No, we gotta start on the same page. We gotta start on the same page. What I like about the black wife effect is that, like, what is also very evident is that they become more confident as people.
True,
that
true.
part is good. Yeah. That part I'm willing to give to you.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to teach you, like, how to
dress.
Please.
Dress, style yourself.
Because what I don't like about that, and actually, maybe it's fine when you don't have kids and you don't mind doing little fixie-uppy projects. Yeah. Like some people buy houses.
Yeah, renovations.
But I don't want to have to be like figuring out what we're going to do with the kids, and then also figuring out what we're going to do with you.
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
Who's going to figure out who's...
You're already the black wife. You had the effect.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, are all black wives created equally?
No, I mean, yeah. Because
some of the...
Oh yeah, we're talking about... We should have talked about this in pop culture news, but we're talking about it now.
We're starting pop culture news. The look...
Yeah.
is very distinct.
Agreed.
And I don't know if that's even a look that I would like for myself in particular.
Oh, of the guys.
Yeah.
Just for context.
The turtleneck.
Yeah, true. And the suit. Okay, for context, there is a trend that has dominated TikTok called the black wife effect, where you see men, usually white men, before.
Sometimes you could be Asian.
Oh, so yeah, so some Asians.
Sometimes you could be Latino.
Yeah. Before
they're just not black.
Yeah, not black. Before they got with their black wives, how they looked before, which we could describe as before the
work in progress.
Yeah, or as someone said on TikTok, medium ugly. And then they get with their black wives, and then they look glowed up.
Honestly, when I was looking at it, I was like, "This is the Lauren and Cameron effect."
Oh my gosh!
This is the Lauren and Cameron effect.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. Because majority of them end up beefing up.
Like Cameron.
Like Cameron did.
Get a beard.
Cameron was a bit big. Yeah, but he beefed it.
She changed up his whole
everything changed. So yeah, they beef up, they grow a beard, also that
get a shape up,
and then their clothes just change rapidly. Like they're wearing turtlenecks, they're wearing suits, and then there's the confidence, and all of a sudden they're posing left, right, and center. And then it's all played where that song goes, $1 million baby. We can't play it. But basically, the black wife effect makes you become $1 million baby. So that's what's been trending. And it's very synonymous. Like, the trend seems to be very, very similar.
Yeah.
All the men start growing goatee.
Yeah. I mean, you can't... The thing that's crazy is when you see the before pictures, you're like, there's no hope for this man.
Yeah.
And when you see the after, you're like, wow. They really glowed him up. But the after always looks the same as all the other afters. That's the formula is the same.
Yeah.
Beard. Beefy, shape up, clothes.
Mm-hmm. Which makes me, after seeing quite a few of them, I was like, I'm very glad and happy for these women and for these men. But
I'm happy for these men.
But if I got with a white man and he all of a sudden starts wanting to grow a beard.
Do you not like beards?
No major. Not really. It's not my go-to.
Interesting. I quite like facial hair.
But but these guys were having full on
I quite like facial hair.
Viking type of beards. I'm like, that's a no for me. A bit of stubble is fine.
So that was your issue with the glow up?
No, I have no issue with the issue I had with the glow up was it was all consistent. It was like the same man, same look. With even though the women looked different, that was what was crazy.
Yeah, it's like, did you guys all get together and say, give him a beard and a shape? It's really weird to me because also it's like that thing of there's like those TikTok videos of like a guy goes into a barber's and he's like a massive nerdy looking guy and then he gets a haircut and suddenly he's like the hottest guy you've ever seen and everyone always says like a haircut should change someone's face completely. So it kind of feels like a little bit of that effect of the power of a good haircut just suddenly transforms this person from drab to fab. So it's possible that you can in some effect create the black wife effect by just dating someone and encouraging them to do things that they might have not been confident to do before, but that would look good on them. But I'm with you in that I don't know why they all have the exact same look. That's really weird to me.
It's really weird. Unless it's is it a thing where they think to attract their black wife, they need to look like that? I don't know.
I was thinking about it as we were just talking. I think it's the black wife's effect to make the white husband more black.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't want to admit it, but
because I guess that's what would then lead to the consistency in the looks. Is that you're more sort of trying to turn this person into. See, and you're right. There's a line, right? There's a line where it's you taking a guy who just needs a bit of confidence to be himself, his authentic self. I love that for you. You trying to turn him into the black guy that you didn't date is really weird to me. You chose to date this scraggly looking white guy.
Yeah.
Accept to love your scraggly looking white guy. Yeah. We're gonna give him a Jerry curl now. Have him bopping into the function what's up, man? What the hell? Pause. I have a real problem. I actually do. I see it so much on the internet and it makes me think I have a real... I really, really don't like it when I see white people doing black people stuff. Like, I don't like it. Like, you know those
say,
videos where they'll have like a white guy who's like really good at Ozonto or something. Yeah. I hate shit like
that. And the thing is, like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And it'll be
black women in the comments being like, he invited to the cookout. Oh, this one season. Every single time. They know what they're doing. You guys stop falling for it.
But I think about it, when the guy from Now We Feast said he liked Kiki Palmer, the Hot Wings guy, and everyone was like, what? He's down. I'm like, wow.
They do the smallest thing. And everyone be on there gassing them up. And you know what? When people gas you up, then you're like, yeah, actually, I'm going to do this more. I just think everyone should stay in their lanes.
Wow.
A little bit.
It's ironic you're saying this, even though
I'm saying mine. I'm saying mine.
Really? Because your past guys would say the same.
You're trying to be messy. I know you get your licking.
Sorry, you were trying to drag me before.
Girl, get your licking before I call cordial.
All I'm going to say is just the irony that you feel so strongly about this when you definitely tipped the other track.
It's really interesting that you're saying that because from my knowledge...
Go on.
From my knowledge...
Go on.
You shouldn't be speaking so loudly.
I didn't express my issue with white people.
Well, what's the saying? Like he was out sin. I think you should fingers on lips on this one.
I don't have any problem with it. I just
think it's weird. I don't like it.
I think it's
like weird. I think if you want to date, like if I don't know, it feels pandery to me. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
feels like pandering. Feels weird to me. I will say this: I don't have a problem with people who grew up in certain areas, certain communities, living their lives authentically. Like I'm not trying to tell someone who has grown up in that life, no, you can't have curry goat. You can have whatever the fuck you want. Like I'm really not trying to tell you how you can live your life. What I have a problem with is people whose whole internet personality is, I'm a white person who does black people things. I'm special. I'm not like them other ones. I'm seasoned. I don't like it. Like, it make me feel sick. Just do your little Highland jig and be living your life.
No Highland jig.
That's your country dance. Do your river dance, girl. I'm not trying to come to your house and steal your dance.
Oh my God.
I respect that that's your culture.
So wait, when you date your white husband, is that going to be what you're going to do? Like
when I date your white husband?
No, not my white husband.
When I come and wreck your home.
How dare you? We're not even going to touch on that point. All I'm going to say is this:
you're enjoying it because it makes you excited for like the work that you could do on your future white husband.
How dare you? That's not even true.
That's what you were about to say.
No, I wasn't. I was going to say like. It's great to see all these men glow up because of black women, and basically seeing that the root of this is black women.
But are they glowing up or are they making them black?
I think
nobody has answered the question.
They're equal. All right, when you're black, you glowed. Okay, you're glowing. I just like that there's a celebration of black women.
I mean, and interracial relationships. You enjoy that as well, the celebration.
I think the relationships, love is love. Love is absolutely love.
Yeah. Spoken like a true.
No, well, so I don't see
colour. That's what you're about to say.
I was not going to say that. I wasn't going to say that.
I don't see colour.
No, we do see colour because we could see it in this trend. But what I'm just saying is just like, we're attributing, your life appearing stronger, more confident, better.
Up. That's what she's trying to do.
Because of black women. And that's the great thing. Like, it's a great positive story through these photos, and through this trend.
It's just there's not enough people doing the work of promoting interracial dating.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a great opportunity.
But it's not an advert for interracial dating. It's just saying
it's just all white man.
Also, I don't think you could actually do the black wife effect with black men too. But no black men are coming up to the table and be like, "This is my life before I met my black wife, and it's how my life is with my black wife." Because I think you would find the exact same story.
That wouldn't be the black wife effect. That would just be your wife effect.
Yes, but
the black wife effect is specifically
for interracial,
and that's why you enjoy it, and that's okay.
No, I think
that's okay.
It trended on TikTok because I think people were like,
but it also came up on your For You page specifically.
So it's yours. You can't be dragging me when it happened to your page as well. But that's why we're talking about it.
No. You told me about it.
Look, I'm a celebration of all love. Interracial love, not really. Okay, we're gonna have to move on because Marnie just doesn't have the maturity of the black wife effect.
You're also immature.
We're gonna be black wives one day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have this effect on our husbands.
I'm actually just gonna be a wife.
I'm gonna be a wife too, but I'm saying that we also are black, therefore we're gonna be black wives, and we're gonna have that effect on our husbands, regardless of if they're
not. I'm gonna do the opposite.
Even if
he's
they're
gonna
not
become uglier for having met me in his soul.
Wow.
He's become a less likable person.
No, don't do that to your husband.
I do what I want. He's my husband.
And you're right. He's yours. I think. Look. It's a fun trend. We'll see what happens. I think
we can enjoy this for a couple more days, and then some people are gonna start being like, why don't we do the Filipino wife effect?
Yeah, I think
because we got no fun. No one's there to have any fun.
Yeah, let's keep this positive. Let's keep the celebration of black wives, black women, and let's celebrate interracial dating as well for people who want to do that. I mean, money can talk, and also. For the black girls,
I'm the immature one.
The black girls that also love, like, let's enjoy it. It is what it is.
Oh, listen to Charlotte trying to rebrand herself as a black girl who just loves love.
I am a black girl who just loves love.
You were trying to be slick and it's not going to work.
I did not do any... Look.
It's okay.
Anyway.
It's okay.
We're going to move on from the black wife effect to the K-dot effect.
Drake?
My God. So last week we heard about some diss tracks with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, but we didn't have enough information about it.
No.
Then this weekend
I watched so many videos. I'm now actually well versed.
I'm well versed in what happened. And then Metro's one. Metro Boomin.
BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy.
They've made a like bachata version of it. I mean, it's absolutely like everything about this is like so stupid. Like such a moment in time in terms of like where we're at as a society in that like somebody is making songs referring to somebody else as a paedophile. The internet is just making memes, and Metro Boomin is making a beat making fun of the fact that Drake got BBL.
Perfectly honest.
Like what was it?
I don't even know what's going on with the world because that's the one with the paedophile song. The way I keep on seeing people doing the TikTok dances and they're still dancing, I'm like, they're dancing over all these lyrics.
Bar.
It is the A minor one.
Yeah, it's actually fantastic.
It is. I hate it, but
he's gonna be hearing that in his sleep. Yeah. He's gonna be hearing that for the rest of his life.
A
Drake won't be able to go anywhere in his life without hearing that.
No,
it's over.
It is. It really is. But it's the fact that like there is. We've become so I always say this word wrong.
Desensitized.
Desensitized.
No, desensitized.
Desensitized.
No, desensitized.
Desensitized.
Yeah.
I find that word so hard to say. But we find ourselves so desensitized to very serious allegations around pedophilia, domestic assault, child, abuse. All these allegations, the girls and the guys are doing dance beats to it. It is crazy, and I think
what is legal ramifications as well. This is what I was thinking over the weekend. It's like you surely cannot just be saying in a song that someone's a paedophile without like proof.
Yeah, I mean that's why I think Drake in one of his disses was alluding to the fact that he could get lawyers on him, but also the crazy thing was. When the second song, because Kendrick Lamar was also just dropping these diss tracks like
on a daily basis,
exactly, like
hourly.
There were skittles, like literally. So when he dropped Meet the Grahams, where he revealed that Drake had a daughter, and then also added the line about the paedophilia, Drake's response was, "I don't have a daughter."
But I am a paedophile.
Completely missed the point about the bigger allegation. What is wrong with Drake? Why does everyone keep on bringing out his offspring while in this battle?
It's literally mad.
Absolutely
and then he
crazy.
said, actually, that was a fake news that I had somebody in my crew pretend that they dropped to you, so you got played. And then everyone on the internet is like, well, if you fed Kendrick a lie, and that was a plan all along, where's the proof? Because surely you would have text messages, emails, however you arranged this thing, you'd be able to show that you arranged it. Like, it's just weird. Also, the bit about that doesn't make sense is you fed Kendrick stories about you being a paedophile. Like, wait.
Foolishness!
If I was going to be like, let me trick Shoshana into saying something on the podcast that's not real about me, it wouldn't be that I was a paedophile. It would be like, oh, Marnie won an award. Yeah.
Something great, okay?
I'm not going to have you on unless I'm trying to trap you and send you to prison.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine a date in my life where I'd be like, yeah, let's get Kendrick by telling him that I'm a pedo, that he'll say it in his song, and then I won't be able to refute it, and it'll just be existent in the ether forever. Like,
it's wild.
I think the thing, I keep, like, also flip-flopping between, like, if they've both just lied in both of those songs, like, just made up those allegations, that is crazy.
Yeah,
but if they're both telling the truth,
that is crazy. Yeah.
Either way, this whole thing is nuts in a way that, like, has been entertaining, but also, like, what?
It's been really I'm just going to say it's damaging for both, but I think maybe Kendrick has come out on top. He's number one on the Billboard charts at the moment. Like, and everyone's been like, no, Kendrick's one, definitely he's a lyricist. But you're right, I think...
But if the game was like... But that's the thing, right? If, like, initially it felt like Kendrick was saying, the game we're playing here is, I am the better rapper.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah.
We're going to end this. But then the claims that you're both making about each other are not about, you're not a good rapper. Yes. It's, you beat your wife. Huh?
Yeah.
And you are into kids. What? Has this got to do with rapping?
What? Yeah, and that's what's also kind of worrying because recently there was news that there was a shooting outside of Drake's home, and like, we didn't live through the Biggie and Tupac.
I mean, we did, but we were babies.
We were babies, yeah. Okay, yeah, but we weren't. We were alive, but we weren't aware.
We didn't experience it.
Yeah, we didn't. So, I'm not saying that these guys are going to be like our modern day Biggie and Pac, but like, this is very serious where if it gets into the wrong hands, especially with their crews, this could become very violent. So, I just don't know.
But isn't the whole thing that Drake doesn't know anybody like that? Like, he's always talking about how he's hard and he's that and that. It's like you grew up in a Toronto suburb, you're not that guy. Yeah. That's what Kendrick has been saying the whole time. You're not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you. And equally, I grew up in the hood. If we really want to be playing that, I mean, I think the reason why this has been a little bit damaging, like, I do think Kendrick has come out the better lyricist, but I don't think anyone is surprised by that.
Yeah.
He is the better lyricist. Yeah. He's a better storyteller.
Yeah.
He makes different music to Drake as well.
Yeah,
like,
true.
we all know, always, anyone who like has listened to Kendrick's music, anyone who listens to Drake's music, you don't play them at the same time. That's not what those songs, like, those artists aren't in the same. To me, sonically, they're not doing the same thing for me as a listener. Yeah. But Kendrick's whole thing is that, like, he's you know, what's the word? Conscious. He's a conscious rapper, and he raps so much about, like, the pain of being a black man and, like, the stuff you have to work through, the community, all of that stuff, and, like, is trying to be an uplifting voice. And then you've released back-to-back, like, 4 songs telling someone you hate them, that they're a paedophile.
Yeah.
And if that paedophile thing's not true, then you've just made 3 songs lying about a man.
Yeah, true.
Like, it feels in direct conflict with who you present yourself to be.
That being said, there's been a lot of allegations about Drake beforehand.
No, of course, I'm not trying to dispute that. What I'm saying is, like, Kendrick, who kind of acted out of character.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's, like, I think there's a line in the Drake thing being like, this is what I wanted. Like, I wanted to get you riled up. But it's like, well, yeah, you and then you got it. But, like, are you good? Be happy with the consequences? Because honestly, I genuinely do not think Drake could go anywhere and not hear that A minor.
Oh, no.
Or BBL Drizzy going forward.
For the rest of his
life.
Like,
you have been clowned.
Yeah.
By a beef that you started.
Yeah, that's true. Because when he was beefing with that guy, the one that revealed the sun.
Pusha T.
Oh, that revived Pusha T's career. I never heard of Pusha T before.
I have heard of Pusha T before, but you have to ask yourself at some point, why do you have so many people that want to fight you?
Honestly, and I definitely think that, Drake...
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, knowingly and unknowingly, he has aggravated people. And I don't even think Drake is at the peak of his success now.
No.
So that's what surprised me as well. I don't think they're like coming after him because they're like hating on you because you're successful. I think, yeah, you've opened your mouth in your raps and your songs to start this. And you could have done what J. Cole did, where he was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna step out of this. I'm bow out gracefully."
J. Cole is friends though with both Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah.
Drake and Kendrick have not been friends for a long time now, so it's like.
That's the thing. I never do that.
Huh? You never knew that they weren't friends.
No.
I didn't either, but I had heard rumblings.
Yeah. Because that's what they had songs together.
But I always think of it as like. Yeah, maybe Kendrick and Drake aren't mates, like they're not going to hang out together, but it's not a beef thing. And it's like, no, it is a beef thing. But he's also beefing, what's that guy's name?
Metro.
Rick Ross. Metro. Really? Future. They made a whole album about how they don't like Drake. I thought that was what that was. The Weeknd, you're beefing ASAP Rocky, like... You're beefing... I mean, Pusha T's quiet, but you're still beefing Pusha T. You were beefing Meek Mill. But that got squashed. That's 7
dudes. Some lot of people. What's going on?
That you're beefing with. Because you got a slick mouth, but you don't have the talent to back it up. You have ghostwriters writing your songs for you, so you're having a slick mouth in interviews, and then you go in the booth and you have other people write your raps for you. I can imagine how that would start to wind people up. If I was a rapper, and I found out I was losing top spot or losing out on awards to somebody who I know doesn't even make their own music, it would make me annoyed as well. And if they weren't humble about it either. Yeah, true. Like, you're coming on stage acting like, oh, I'm the GOAT. You didn't do nothing. Yeah. All you did was hire the right people. Yeah. And I like Drake's music. I'm not even a Drake hater. Like, definitely not on Kendrick's level, but like, not on even, I wouldn't say I hate Drake. I would say that early Drake, really fun, really liked it. Honestly, music that reminds me is so nostalgic of a time in my life, like 2012, that he was the king of that year, whatever. But I don't find myself being like, I'm gonna go listen to that album back to back. Kendrick, on the other hand, like Good Kid, Mad City is actually a phenomenal album, and I re-listened to it over because of all of the talk about this rap beef. I went back to listen to that album and I was like, this did change my life when I heard it. I was like, oh, I up until then I wouldn't call myself a fan of rap music even. Yeah. But I really, really like loved that album and became a Kendrick fan immediately. So like, then I just don't think they're two people in the same league. And I feel like Drake's problem maybe is that he wants to be named in the same category as a Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. A lot of egos, and a lot of like. Yeah, too many. Honestly, when men call women emotional, someone should just point to this because, like, this. Is emotional overreaction to the nth degree. Because you want to prove that you're the better rapper. You're gonna have a fight over songs. I mean,
this is a big example of a dick slinging in music, and I'll be honest, I was really
excited. I want to see.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised by Kendrick, and it's not surprised by his talent because I know that definitely between Drake and him, he is by far the best lyricist. He's by far the best rapper.
Yeah, but he's a lyricist. No one's ever calling Drake a lyricist.
No, they call him a great singer. Or a singer. Great is, debatable. But I was surprised by Kendrick because I put him in a very similar field to like the privacy of someone like Beyonce or like who else? A lot of these big stars who they are known for the talent. They come out, they perform, and they go home and live their life quietly. Mm-hmm. And so for him to come out in this way surprised me a lot. It did. Because to me, I never really saw Kendrick Lamar being that. He was very much a humble, no pun intended, but like a humble rapper. Like, I come, I do my stuff, I am the best, I'm gonna leave, peace and love, and I'm gonna go. So for him to be beefing and doing back and forth and then dropping this after this on Drake, like he won, hands down. He won after Meet the Grahams.
He said, I I'm not joking when I say I hate you.
Yeah,
like,
and
this is how much I hate you.
And then he came back. I was like, okay, let me give you one more song. I came. Oh, sorry, I just saw a message from my hairdresser saying, "I will do your hair if you buy good hair."
Oh, I was gonna bring shit here.
Yeah, exactly. Flipping heck. So sorry, but like, what was I saying? Like, yeah, I've always seen him as quite a private guy. I've always seen him, not really kind of coming out of character. I'm surprised that he had to keep on just dropping diss track after diss track. And I feel like I'm thankful he hasn't dropped another one, because one more I think would be an overkill. Like you've annihilated him. He's done.
That meme from Simpsons where it's like, stop, he's already dead.
Yeah, that's how I felt. When he brought out the other one, I think they were like, oh, maybe it's because Drake said that you can't create a track where people can dance to. And it was like, oh wait, I'm going to create one. And actually, I hate to say it, but the song's actually
hella catchy.
It's so catchy. But then
he said, I could do what you do better than you.
But I do think the one that has really caught me was the Metro one. When Metro put his song into it and then was like, guys, this is my beat. Whoever wants to come and add a rap onto this, you get the beat for free. And then people all over the world have been dragging Drake. I don't know. I don't know how Drake is sleeping at night. I don't think Drake is sleeping.
I don't think he's sleeping.
I don't think he's sleeping.
I think he's in his house doing cocaine. Oh, allegedly. That's the other thing he said. Also, he's a drug addict.
Oh my god.
He had a lot of stuff to say about him. His abs ain't real. BBL. You got your nose done.
Really? Let me see.
No, because there's Drake then posted on his story that his mother had texted him and said, "What's this about you getting a nose job?"
No.
And then he said,
I'm doing some before and afters.
"Oh, it's just some guys trying to be racist to me." Which everyone was like, you're not ever going to beat these allegations.
Oh no, he's not beating the allegations. I've seen the before and after. Boy, that definitely does look like a nose job.
You see?
I mean, that looks kind of similar, but...
No, those are the same, but when was those taken?
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
That is a much smoother bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, Drake has really...
Different guy.
Yeah.
He's a different guy.
Yeah.
I think also just personality-wise, he's a different guy. He's become a different guy.
Oh yeah, I think when he first came onto the scene, he was very much like... He had an innocence to him, and he was like, oh, he was a lover boy. Like, oh,
yes,
sweet,
exactly.
Sweet.
He
and
was
like,
a lover boy.
Everyone really loves Drake, and and then all of a sudden the ego...
But I also think maybe it became a bit tiresome. Like,
yeah.
but you're trying to tell us you've been doing the Drake thing for like 5 years and you're still just like a mopey lover boy. Like, you can't get anyone. Cut to you're on stage telling Rihanna she's the love of your life. This is why girls don't like you, because you're weird.
That's when that happened. I was like, whoa. And Rihanna's face going, like, it's no for me.
We're not even together.
No, like, just hand me my award. You're literally just here to present me an award.
You are a weirdo. You are a weirdo.
Drake has not helped himself at all.
He's a very strange fellow. And that's because we know too much. He could have benefited from the Kendrick behaviour of like, make your little tunes, go to a party here and there, and stay at your house. He likes being famous.
Yeah,
that's
he does.
important.
He does. Because when they started to get a bit more sinister after hearing about the Millie. No, with the Millie Bobby Brown thing.
It is sinister.
That was odd.
So this is the right word. I was just laughing because I think that word's really funny.
Yeah. They're chatting away. I'm like, why are you chatting with
Why are you messaging that child?
She's
all the messaging to me was, I love Stranger Things, you're good in it, and
done.
I'm not trying to mentor you. Yeah. I'm not trying to do a damn thing.
I don't know. And also, there's a whole question about his whole camp. Who are the people you're surrounding yourself with? If anything, this is a learning lesson for Drake, but also for people as well. Like, really look at the people you're hanging around with, because Kendrick didn't just drag Drake, he dragged the whole crew.
But that makes sense, right? Because obviously this is all alleged, so we can't really speak to it, but going to someone like R. Kelly, for example, of course there were other people in R. Kelly's crew that were down with what R. Kelly was doing. Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't have them in your crew.
True.
So like, I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised if the allegations turn out to be true, that there are other people in his camp that partake in it, because otherwise they're just providing young girls to some like.
Yeah.
at some point you either need to bind or you need to get out.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be part of a camp where that's going on and be like, my hands are completely clean though. Like, true. It's not a good thing to associate yourself with.
Yeah.
Again, this is all alleged. We have no proof of this.
Exactly.
So apart from the thing is as well, because of the nature of it being a rap beef, Drake can't sue Kendrick because everyone will be like, you're a loser.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you've created a situation in which you kind of have to let the slander stand.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. But he started it. So, unfortunately, and he started it, but he doesn't have the talent to finish it. So, and also, I don't think, as much as he can say, oh, Kendrick be his wife, I don't think there's anything else, unless there's some real dirt about Kendrick.
He needs to post the police report.
Yeah. That's it.
Because where are you guys getting these? Yeah, you guys must have got these rumours from somewhere. So you need the evidence.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like the only way Drake's come back from this is that he drops the next song and the cover is the police report.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I was listening to some commentary about it where people were saying that the rap industry and hip hop has been quite quiet over the last couple of years. You know, other genres have definitely dominated, like, you know, Latino music and Afrobeat and, you know, other types of music have really dominated in a time when hip hop used to really be at the top of the charts, really influence culture, and it still does, but I don't think it's been as big. Whereas this year, and this beef has definitely generated a lot of interest in the zeitgeist about hip hop and these artists. And I know there was some beef early in the year with like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, but again, Nicki lost.
Nicki lost that. Because I had to think about, someone put a list of like, oh, what's the best diss tracks ever or rap beefs, and I was like, actually, it was with Remy Ma dissing Nicki Minaj. Was it Remy Ma? She was in prison.
They also had a beef, yeah.
To me, that one was like,
the thing is, you can't. What's that phrase? Don't write checks your mouth like your something can't cash. I can't remember what it is, but like, again, Nicki Minaj, you're quite literally married to a paedophile. Yeah. Every time you start beef with someone, trust and believe they are going to bring it up because you decided to marry a paedophile
who's on the list.
Registered sex offender. It's not even.
Isn't her brother also one as well? Sorry, no offense.
It's not a rumour. There is literal court documents that anybody can Google and find. So every time you start getting mouthy, all that person has to do is put on the beat and be like, your husband's a pedo. That's the song. I don't even need to sing the rest of the words. Everybody just dance for the rest of it. The next 2 minutes just dance. I'm not going to say nothing else. It's been said. And then look how she reacted to that Megan track. And she even lost her mind.
But even though that track, I don't think it was about her. Oh, we can debate. I don't think it was about her, Nicki Minaj.
The song wasn't about her. There was a line or two that might have been about you, and you that's how irate you was. Imagine if she actually that woman dropped that song and did not mention your name again and didn't even think about you again. She was in
she was in the club well over time.
Having the best time of her life. Meanwhile, you're at home on live for 24 hours straight. Talk about fragment foot bitch. You sound crazy. You're grown up. I can't get past the fact as well. Like, you're all like 40 years old.
True.
Drake is 37 years old.
Wow.
Like, you're a big man.
Yeah, it's true. But I'm gonna go into the booth and fight. I'm
so mad. Get me in the booth. There's actually, do you know what's so funny? I just remembered it. There's a SNL sketch
about it
from ages ago where it's like every time Drake gets mad, he goes in and writes like a diss track. This is from such a long time ago.
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm on YouTube. I should be able to find it.
Oh my lord.
I'll find it here.
Am I supposed to tell this hairdresser, oh sorry, I'll change my hairstyle because you don't like the hair? I want to do a French curl.
Do it! I think it'd be really cute.
Yeah, but she's like, I don't... Oh, Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber are having their first baby.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's cute. Congrats to them. That wasn't going to be part of our pop culture, but it just popped up.
Everybody say congratulations. Congratulations to the girls. There we go. Drake's beef. This is from 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yes. So there's an SNL sketch in which it's called Drake's beef.
Which you just watched.
Where he's beefing a bunch of people. Because they have wronged him.
Yeah.
His episode of SNL is pretty good, actually. Because there's a lot of these sketches that I remember now that I'm seeing. Yeah.
But he's an actor as well. So I was just saying while we're watching this that maybe he should have just stuck with acting and done a bit of rapping on the side.
So why don't you just say you hate Drake's music?
I actually really like Drake's music, you know.
What's your favourite Drake song?
I Better Find Your Love. No, wait, that's not just that.
No, that's what you said.
That was my original. That was my first song to Drake. That was the first song that where I was introduced to him. But I loved Nice for One. And wait,
nice for what? You don't know a single Drake song.
Is it Passion Fruit? No,
I love Passion Fruit.
Yeah, Passion Fruit. I like Passion Fruit. Views.
You like the song Views?
That's the album name, wasn't it? Baby, I like your song. One Dance. I don't know. Wait, that whole album. That whole album. Wait a minute. There's a whole album that I liked most of the songs.
Views, your favourite one.
Views was the album.
Our favourite song was
One Dance. I Need a One Dance.
Shoe.
I don't like Hot Like Bling like that. Passion Fruit, One Dance. What are the songs that I really like from him? What's the what? Nice for What? And
Nice for What is what you called it.
Look, yeah, I'm trying to remember all the names. And he does some really other nice songs that I like.
Right, we've been talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, so let's share our final thoughts. What do you think the beef's over?
I think it is, because I don't think Drake can come back. I'm so sorry.
I think that if Drake comes back, he's either going to come back with lawyers, which will end badly, end badly in terms of his reputation, which I think he cares more about his reputation than he would about. But it does mean that he now has to just walk around with paedophile allegations. I don't know how. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, that allegation.
And how do you even refute something like that?
Yeah, because unfortunately, unless he takes him to court, I still will never change it. Because unfortunately, Drake has also done things that have got people questioning him and his integrity. So,
and I guess the other scary thing is if there is any truth to those allegations, and we will just pass it off as like silly rap beef. Yeah, we're gonna be in another R. Kelly situation where 10 years from now, all these other people that have been abused are like coming forward. There is obviously, I forgot to mention, there is a woman who accused rape. Drake.
Whoa.
Oops. Freudian slip.
Fam.
Accused Drake of rape.
When was that?
A couple of years ago. Wow. And then he settled with her out of court.
Wow, I did not know about that. Yeah. I do think that sometimes when we take up some of this subject matter, we take it quite lightly. Like the whole TikTok dancing to this song. It reminds me of when people used to make jokes about R. Kelly peeing on a girl. And then years later,
when the harrowing documentary comes out, we're all like, we didn't know.
And I do also think that this documentary, this rap beef, should not disguise the fact that P. Diddy is still walking around free. P. Diddy also responded to some of the comments and also some of the posts going like, wow, this is, him also being shocked by everything that's going on. And everyone's like, you yourself, you yourself are in hot water and the time is coming for you.
Actually, that is quite funny. If he's like, Drake is a paedophile, we need to focus on Drake. People should stop thinking about me and start thinking about Drake. Like, shut up!
Well, you know what? All I'm going to say is that this is the year that, as Cat Williams said, it's the year of the revelations. And it started with P. Diddy. It's continuing, potentially with Drake. I think it's going to be a very interesting, rest of the year. We'll see what other battles are going to come up. Who would you guess? What predictions do you have of any rap battles or hip hop battles, or do you care?
I don't want there to be any battles. You guys have children. You need to focus on that. Like, you are dads.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
You're
potentially dads of two for Drake. Allegedly.
I just really feel like, I mean, it's great. But I don't know. I feel really weird about it. Like, I was texting with my sister, and she was like, "At this point, Kendrick is bullying Drake." And I was like, Loki, I get what you mean. Like, she's like, why has he dropped like 5 tracks? You didn't need to do all of that. And you said that you're Mr. Morale, and here you are giving, putting Drake inside of the coffin underneath the ground.
I think that Kendrick's been waiting to say this.
Yeah, he hates that guy.
Yeah. We now know. What's your favourite Kendrick, what's your favourite Drake song? Ooh. And then we'll wrap up.
My favourite Kendrick song? Well, Swimming Pools is the first one I ever heard.
Don't know what that song is.
So, it's on the album Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay, let's actually listen to that album.
I really like Compton.
Okay.
I always, whenever I hear it, I think of how much I love my hometown, even though I'm not from Compton. I just, in my head, I'm thinking about London.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I have a lot of Kendrick songs, but I'm going to say Swimming Pools because that was the first one I heard.
Okay. Drake?
I do love Passion Fruit. Yeah, I think Passion Fruit might be my favourite.
Yeah, it's a great song.
My first ever Drake song I heard there was Forever, and I thought, this is garbage.
Really? Oh, my first song I heard from Drake is Better Find Your Lovin', or like, Find Your Love. I don't know words. I know no song titles, but I know the beat and how it made me feel when I heard it.
How did you feel? You felt like going to Jamaica?
No, I felt like, it was like a lover girl kind of song. It was like, yeah, better find your love.
I was thinking about your white boyfriend.
Let's just move on. See, we always have to ruin it.
Yeah, we do. We've been talking about this for way too long.
Way too long. Okay. We'll finish our pop culture news with just saying there was the Met.
No, we haven't talked about the Met.
We can talk about that next week, right?
Yeah, let's just talk about it now.
Okay, go on.
Bear teaser dropped.
Cool.
Next, coming out in June 27th.
We are going to be watching it.
Carmi and Sid shippers, get your aprons on.
I'll be honest, I just don't see this as a season of them getting together.
Okay, well, we'll see, won't we?
We will. Yeah, we'll do some predictions. We'll do some predictions beforehand.
I thought you'd be shipping them.
I do ship them. I just don't feel that the end game.
He could be getting the black wife effect as well, which I think he would love.
I would love it. I think he would love it. Can you imagine him being bulked up with a beard?
No. I can't.
He's really bulked up anyway. Have you seen the Calvin Klein ads? Anyway.
We actually talked about the podcast, so yes, they all know we've seen it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did talk about it at length.
Yes.
I'm excited for it, and I like the teaser. It was cool. He was out of the fridge. That was also great. He wasn't.
Was you worried about him being in the fridge that whole time? I thought they get him out of the fridge at the end of the episode anyway. They do.
They do crap. They did. Yeah. They did. So yeah, I'm excited for it. We were talking about how crazy it is that they are back again this year when we expected it for them to come back next year, especially with the strikes. But they're here. As I said, my prediction was I don't think the Bears going to be a long running series. Yeah, we'll see if Carmi and what's her name gets back together. Sid get together. It was only Carmi in this teaser, so you know.
Maybe they all got fired.
Maybe they did, but yeah, I think The Bear is such a great show, but I do think I think it's going to be a short running show. End it when they're on a high. That's the rule. But we'll see. And it will be a great rewatcher.
Why would you end something on a high if it's bringing in viewers to your channel?
Because the quality will go down
Nobody gives a heck about the quality.
Care
about the viewers.
It's a business. I know. But anyway, that was.
It probably doesn't cost them that much to make. Well, now it probably does because I'm sure that they're demanding quite high salaries.
True,
but
true.
Seems like a pretty cheap show to make.
Yeah.
Looks great though. It doesn't look cheap at all.
No, and actually, it's only and they probably film it a bit on location because they don't look like sets to me. They look like real restaurants. But I'm excited. June, we'll be there. We'll be watching. I wonder if they're gonna be dropping it every week. They're not going to drop it all
by the time it comes, actually, it's coming out in June.
But Disney Plus wise.
Yeah, but by the time it gets here, they'll just drop all the episodes.
Yeah, true. So yeah, maybe we'll be reviewing it much later in the year.
Yeah, September.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid spoilers. It's so annoying.
I'm not gonna lie. Abbott Elementary, I've seen some spoilers for those.
Oh, I've actually been quite successful in avoiding. I've seen some of the guest stars, which is annoying. But I don't mind because I'm excited to see them.
When is it supposed to drop?
I don't know. Is it not finished?
No, I think they're still doing it. Yeah, because
hasn't it been going for like 6 months?
Yeah, someone was dragging them like, "Oh, is this the finale?" And she was like, "No, it's 2 more weeks, baby." Because Quinta responded.
How many episodes is the season?
I think it's like maybe 20 something, isn't it? It's like it's an actual it's network show. So let me check.
Oh, that's why it feels like it's literally been on for 6 months.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying 13 episodes? So it.
So that's 3 months. So why is it taking so long?
I don't know why I thought it was gonna be a lot longer. But yeah, it's only 13. Hopefully it will.
How many episodes was season 2?
Probably a similar amount.
I thought it was like 20.
No, it's only 14 episodes it's gonna have, and it finishes at the end of May.
14 is such a weird number.
I know, but then season 2 must have been like 12. Then they always extend it when it gets good, isn't it? So season 2 was. Oh no, season 2 was 20.
Yeah.
22.
I think this is the first half of the first, because they did this for season 2.
Yeah.
Which is why it went on for so long, is that they took a break.
And then they came back again. What's going on there? Why is it... Let me just double check.
Or because they would have filmed this either straight after the strike, that might explain why there's only 13 episodes.
How many episodes? We'll have 14 following 20. Yeah, so 22 episodes in season 2, 13 episodes in episode 1. Season 1. So yeah, it's probably to do with the strikes. So we'll get it when we get it. We'll review it when it's around. Now we're going to move on from the bear to our review of the week. Ripley. Rip indeed.
Damn. The way he killed Dickie was crazy.
Yeah. What the hell?
I was like, ooh.
What?
It was very visceral. I actually quite appreciated how visceral it was, because I feel like sometimes when you watch stuff, murder and like death and stuff feels so easy and small and like not big in any way. And the amount of times he had to hit Dickie, and the way that the blood was like splattering and his face was getting more and more like mashed up as it went, I was like, oh, you have to be a very like messed up human being to do that to somebody. Actually,
I mean, at the minute I saw Ripley and Dickie meet, I said Dickie's gonna die.
The minute he overheard them talk about him, I said it's alright.
Yeah, it's done. So Ripley is a limited series on Netflix, 8 episodes, starring Andrew Scott, who is probably most famous for Fleabag, the Hot Prince.
Oh no, Sherlock.
Was he?
Yeah.
Wait, was he
literally Moriarty in Sherlock?
Oh yeah, crap, he wasn't he? But to me, he will always be a hot priest.
Okay. To me, he'll always be Moriarty. In fact, I might go back and watch Sherlock again, because he was so good in that show.
I just remember Benedict Cumberbatch. That's when I fancied Benedict.
I bet you did.
What's the point? I can fancy all these different type of men, but I mentioned one man I like. I was like, yeah. Of course.
I mean, of all the white men to say that you used to have a crush on.
I said before, that was when I fancied him at the Sherlock phase. Everything post that is absolutely no. Doctor Strange, absolutely no. Anyway, so yeah, it's led by Andrew Scott, who plays this New Yorker accountant. I have to say it as New Yorker, no, an accountant from New York called Tom Ripley, who is hired by some rich family to find their son. Greenleafs. Yeah, to find their son, who is based in Italy, and get him to come back home.
Yes, because they believe that Tom and their son Dickie are friends. Yeah.
And then we follow Tom's life as he moves to Italy, finds Dickie, who Dickie does not know who Tom is. And also his Dickie's partner called Maggie. Marge. Yeah. Jesus. And you start to see Tom infiltrating their lives to the point where Tom murders Dickie. And then it just creates a spiral effect.
Just before that, he very quickly gives up on his plan of getting Dickie to come back to New York. I think he realises Dickie's got money here. Yeah. Maybe I can just stay in Italy with him and we'll be best friends. And fuck the task that his dad has given me.
Yeah.
But then he starts to realise that Tom's a bit weird. I feel like there's a hint that, like, the issue is that Dickie's figured out that Tom is gay.
Potentially, yeah.
Because there's a bit just before they go on the boat together where there are those boys, like, doing the pyramid, and Tom is like, oh, that was really entertaining. And then Dickie's like, they're gay. And he's like, so what?
Okay. This is when again, we'll talk about it a bit later, but Ripley was definitely background TV for me. So I didn't capture every single...
I mean, there's so little dialogue in those early episodes. It's actually, you just remember it because that is the only conversation that's been had.
I will flag that the whole series was shot in black and white.
Yeah. Which is such a shame because it's in, like, Italy in the summer.
Exactly. Like, there was moments where I was like, I wonder how this would have looked in colour.
Literally, I was like, I think when he was going up the stairs initially to the villa.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Like, the Picasso's on the wall. You're like, what colour is the Picasso?
It's so true.
There's just so much art.
Sure, yeah, there was so much art. I was like, oh my gosh. And I remember, like, seeing that art when we were doing it at school. And I was like, oh, I wonder what colour those were. Yeah. Even the scenes of when he was, like, dragging... So, Tom also kills someone else. A person called Freddie, who is friends with Dickie, and starts to become suspicious about Tom's involvement with Dickie's disappearance. And then he murders them, and then drags... there's a point where he's dragging Freddie's body across the flat, and I was like, wow, that would have been such a great scene where you see the blood and red. And it's like, oh, you just see, like, it's in black, of course, and you just see, like, the texture, and you're like, oh, cool.
I guess maybe that's what they wanted us to do, is to, like, fill in the blanks ourselves, right? Like, that... Like we were saying at the top of this, like, Dickie's death is so violent and visceral, but when you think about it, it's just like there's no colours there, but it feels like you can feel that his face is bloody. You can imagine how gruesome it would look, and I almost felt more gruesome, I think, for being in black and white that moment. And it's so quiet as well. Like, there's virtually no dialogue from the point where he kills Dickie to the end of that episode. So you're just, like, in the silence of, like, having murdered this guy who hasn't actually done anything to you. You've come there to trick him. Yeah. You failed in your plan of tricking him. He now wants you to go, and you're like, no, I'm just going to kill you. Yeah.
Which is just, it was crazy. And, I mean, that episode started to frustrate me because you're right. From the time when he killed him to the end, there was nothing really being said. Just watching him trying to get rid of the evidence, burned the boat, then he fell out of the boat, got hit by a torpedo, like by a anchor that he was trying to use to get the boat to body. Then he burned the boat again, then threw rocks into it. I was like, what is going on? Just get to it. It's not you're not the first person that we've seen on TV kill someone and try and hide the evidence and hide the body.
I think the point maybe is that, like, and I think the point might have been, like, look how not good Tom is. Like, if Tom had been really slick at killing, like, you would have been like, I have so many more questions because, like, who is this guy, how many people did he kill, all of this stuff. I think it's an attempt to show that, like, this is all very spur of the moment, which honestly, like, Tom is an opportunist. That's one of the only things we know about him. Like, we meet him at the top of the show, he is conning people as a debt collector who keeps claiming that they haven't paid their debt, even though he's, like, cashing all their checks. And then when he gets to Italy, he's like, oh, I quite like it here, so I'm just going to tell Dickie the plan so I can gain Dickie's trust and then stay here and live off him, essentially. And I got the money from his parents, so I can live off that as well. And he'd written to them and asked for more money.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So he is constantly just, like, a chance for an opportunist. And Dickie's death felt like, okay, we're in the middle of nowhere. Either this ends with Dickie saying, you've got to go, and then we go back to Sean and I've got to pack up my shit, or Dickie doesn't come back. So I'm just going to do it. And the oar is here, so I'm going to use the oar, and the anchor is here, and use the... Like, I feel like that's what it was, but I agree with you, like, the effect when I was watching it was like, this is taking a really long time, and it's agonising, and now I'm like, oh, yeah, that agonising feeling must be deliberate. Like, they want us to feel that agony, like, the agonisingness of, like, oh, I need this to be over, in a way that, like, I don't know for you, but like I found Tom quite inaccessible as a character, and like even as I was describing like his decision to kill Dickie, I'm like, I don't really understand what's motivating this other than like money, and like that in itself doesn't make a complex character.
No, I don't think we got enough set up about Tom to begin with, especially for a show where the title is called Ripley. Like, I definitely thought we would get a little bit more of a backstory as to like who this person is, and I think they made a reference of it when Tom goes to meet the Greenleaves. Did you just say? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they ask about his parents, or like they make a comment and he's like, "Oh, his parents passed away when he was very young." Like, those are the small things you kind of learn about him. But you're right, there was no motivation. There was no like, you didn't get the sinister aspects of him. So are we supposed to like fall in love with Ripley and be like, "Oh, he's just an innocent soul who's just like falling into"?
I found him sinister from the beginning. I feel like that's the only thing that they show us. It's like there's something off about this guy. Yeah. Like the fact that he's even being followed by a PI. Like that's not what normal people do when they approach normal other people. Like there's something off from the very beginning. And that moment where he is like wearing Dickie's clothes and like imagining telling Marge that like you've got to go because it's gonna be me and Tom going forward. Like it's that bit was so like, oh okay, so is it that like he likes to like put on other people's lives, because following the thing about his parents being dead, and then he writes to his aunt as well and it's like, I don't need your money, like I'm set up, everything's fine, that like he's trying to create the life for himself that he might have had if his parents had been alive. But it's very lightly drawn, that stuff, and so I found myself by the point that it got to him killing Dickie, like being like, I don't know if I I didn't really care about Dickie.
No.
Like, he also is another person that you're like, what's his deal? No. Like, he just seems like very naive, like, spoiled rich boy, who, to his credit, opens up his home to Tom when he doesn't need to do that, wants to show him around Rome, but, like, why has he gone to Rome in the first place? Like, what is going...
That was not mentioned.
There has to be something to make him go to Rome, cut off ties with his parents, essentially, and then just be staying there. There's got to be more to that story, but it's just like, I just like Rome.
Yeah, also for you to pay someone to go and get your kid back.
Something's up.
Yeah, shouldn't you go? Yeah.
Something is up. And it's like, or is it that they're a family where, like, they're not very affectionate, so they're like, I don't want to go there, get him, because I don't want him to know that we're worried about him. Like, everything is very, like, lightly drawn. Yeah. And when that happens in a drama, for me, it feels like what you want me to focus on is the plot, but then the show is so slow. I'm like, so we don't know who these characters are, really. Barely anything happens in the episode. What am I supposed to be coming back for? I really struggled. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. I really did struggle. I'm not going to lie. I really struggled with watching this, because I feel like attention span wise, and like Steven Zalian, great writer. He wrote The Night Of. He wrote Schindler's List. Yeah. He's written so many incredible films. Like, and there are parts of this that are really funny as well. Like, tonally, it's like always sort of on the line of being like, this isn't appropriate for us to be like laughing at. Like that bit in the beginning when he goes to that guy and he's like, how do I get to Tom's villa? And he's like, oh, you just go. He's like speaking to him in Italian and he's like, I don't understand. And he's like, up, basically. And he's like, okay, great, thanks. And he just starts climbing. It's like all of these stairs. And then like there are so many little like witty one-liners. Like, Tom is obviously clever.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to make me go, I need to come back for another episode of this. It honestly felt like a film that I would have happily sat down for an hour and a half and given that like my full attention. But to ask people to give like 8 hours of their lives to a very slow retelling of what is an hour and a half long film is a bit weird.
It was odd.
It's a weird commission, do you not think? Like, I'm trying to even imagine why. Like, obviously you want to work with Steven Zalian, so you go, yeah, okay, if he wants to do that, we'll do it. But like,
I think is the whole.
And Andrew Scott.
I think is Andrew Scott. I think is the whole like aesthetic versus the narrative.
Who directed it?
No idea. Yeah, it's the whole like it's Andrew Scott. It's the director. I don't. You said his name. Ripley. Steven Zahn.
Oh, so he also directed it.
Yeah. So yes, yeah. So you know, it's having him, it's having Andrew Scott. It's in black and white. It's supposed to be like really creative and artistic and art housey. It's supposed to be the Italy aspect of it. I think that's the element. That's why it was probably commissioned versus anything else.
But it's so like, obviously, is Ripley feels like a US commission rather than a UK commission. Yeah. But like, just thinking about what they asked for, maybe it's obviously they have completely different slates and fill different needs. But like, it's so weird to have on the one hand telling people you wouldn't recommission Baby Reindeer and you want commercial. And then on the other, making something like Ripley, which to me is not commercial in any way. No. Only people that like film and TV will sit through a black and white show. It's so art housey that like, to me, I'd be like, and it's not returning.
No, it's like
and it would have been so expensive to make.
I do think that it's definitely more an awards call. Like, you know, these are the type of things that get critics excited about it, and it's a prestige aspect versus the commercial aspect. Because to me, if you were going to create this for commercial viewers, it would be 1 in colour, 2 would be shorter, and 3 and pacey. Yeah, 3. I think the cast was fine. I think Andrew Scott was, you know, his big name. The guy who plays Dickie is from Lovesick.
I thought he looked. I was like, he looks familiar.
He's from Lovesick. Yeah.
What a weird, like, honestly.
He's a weird choice.
Very weird. The casting,
actually,
Elle Fanning.
Yeah, Elle Fanning. I was like, what the hell is she doing here?
Elle Fanning.
Yeah.
The dude from Lovesick.
And then this guy.
Andrew Scott.
Yeah. I think Andrew Scott was a good choice.
No, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying, like, these 3 people together, I'm like, this
there's no connection.
Weird.
Yeah, there's no connection.
Are they trying to tell us that all 3 of these people are the same age?
Andrew Scott, I didn't know, was 47.
Because I was like, hold on. I understand people can be friends with people of different ages, but surely what you're saying is Tom and Dickie are contemporaries.
Yeah.
And then Marge
is
20 years younger than them. Like, what are you talking about?
Wait, let me see. How old is the guy who plays Dickie? Because I know he's quite young. Johnny Flynn. He is 41, bruh.
Okay, so those 2 are older as hell.
Yeah.
But
Elle Fanning, definitely. She must be in her 30s.
No, it's not Elle Fanning.
So it's Dakota Fanning.
Is
30. Jesus.
What a... when I saw her, I was like, hold on a second. You cast a child and then 2 old men.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm just not to say that a 41-year-old and a 30-year-old can't date, but it looked honestly visually really jarring.
Yeah, I remember when I saw them together, I was like, what's this dude doing here? But that being said, when he was in Lovesick, I felt he was quite young. So I was like,
what's he doing here? Get him out of here.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, well, he's aged. That was all. The guy from Lovesick has aged a bit. But yeah, I don't know. It was a weird cast. So when I saw Dakota Fanning, I was like, wow, I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, which also didn't make sense because I thought the whole thing was like, Dickie is young, and like instead of getting like a job and settling down, he's in Rome. But if he's like 40, why are his parents worried about him?
That is true. But I think he was also supposed to be younger in the show. But
neither one of them look young.
No.
I mean, Andrew Scott looks great.
Yeah, he does. 47.
But he doesn't look like he's 28.
No.
Whereas, like, in the... Obviously, not to compare them because they're completely different productions, but in the Talents of Mr. Ripley, Matt Damon and Jude Law are young.
Yeah, they both look young.
They are young. Yeah. You know, like, so you buy that this is like a young man who's turned a short holiday into an extended holiday and needs to...
Even the picture of all 3 of them together looks so goofy.
Rando!
Yeah. Maybe that's why they put it in black and white to make them all look a bit younger. I mean, yeah, you're right. Ripley and Dickie look very similar in age.
Yeah. It's just
But you're right, but yeah, you're right.
She looks... how she got here and how is she involved?
Yeah. And also, I think, to your point, what if these are grown men Like, Dickie's a grown man. Why does his parents want him back? Unless there's something has happened, or they owe him money, or he owes them money, or something. But yeah, that wasn't explained to us. To me, if they wanted to do this as a series, fine. I would have probably just either halved it or just taken it to 6 episodes instead of 8, because it was a real slog, and it became background TV very quickly. Because episode 1, I was like, what is happening? The opening was like quite interesting, and I was like, okay, so we're getting some narrative, but also I was really wishing to put it on ×2 speed, which I wish I did.
I did do that.
I really wish I did. Wow, I used to find it slow at ×2 speed.
Yeah.
God.
I just think that, like, it's a very small, for stretching it out, you've made it very small.
Yeah.
And, like, again, not to keep harping on this, but this is an 1.5-hour film that you turn into 8 hours of television.
Agree, yeah.
So you are having to stretch out what would have been a 30-second scene into 3 scenes. Like, in the episode after he's, like, killed Dickie, and it's like, how is he going to make it look like Dickie's gone to Rome and everything's fine? Like, there are, like, so many shots, like, there's a really long section of him, like, cutting out a picture of himself and then stamping it and then putting it in the passport, but it's actually Dickie's passport. And, like, okay, you could have shown me one of these shots and I would have got what he was doing.
You could have done a quick succession of shots, shot, cutting the thing, put it in, change, done, quick transition, get into the story.
Yeah, and I also think at the point after he kills Dickie, again, I'm like, what does Ripley want? What is he doing? Like, when at the beginning of the show, when you give him the task, you're like, oh, I get it. He's got to go. He's got a quest. This is the quest he's on. At the point where he kills Dickie, what is the quest now? Oh, so the quest is to get rid of the body. He gets rid of the body in that same episode. So now the quest of the next episode is make it look like he's gone to Rome, which he finishes in that episode. I'm like,
so what else?
Oh, he's selling a boat.
That's by episode 4. That all that was done, and we still have 4 more episodes to go. So you have to
now set up a new storyline. I just think it's the kiss of death.
Yeah, that's when the Freddy thing comes into action, and then the investigator comes,
and then you've got to kill another person, which is like a repeat beat. Yeah. Like, if I was in the writers' room, and we said this is the structure of the series. Yeah. Tom is supposed to track down Freddy. I probably would have given him more than that first episode. Yeah. It's drag that part out. Yeah. Have him go looking around for other people. Make it clear that he doesn't really know Dickie that well. Yeah. He doesn't know where to start. Yeah. Then have him find him in episode 2. Have Dickie be like, I'm not, arm's length, and then slowly bring him in. Yeah. 3 then they're beginning to become suspicious of Tom. Then in 4, which is basically what the structure is, right? Yeah. In 4, Tom kills Dickie. Yeah. And then we do this again. He goes to Rome. He starts living his life in Rome. Freddy becomes suspicious of him. So then he kills Freddy. Yeah. That's the part to me that I'm like, that feels like, rather than a growing story, it feels like we completed our story in the first 4 episodes and then we just started the same story again.
I think you could have you know what? You're right. You could have wrapped up this season in 5 or 6 episodes.
100%.
Yeah. Because you still had the...
Does he have a romantic interest in the show?
No. Yeah, that would have really helped.
Yeah, even if it was give us something.
Like, even if Freddy was your romantic interest and then you killed Freddy, like, at least it'd be like a bit of conflict. Like, oh, Freddy...
in the film...
Oh, really?
The person... He kills Dickie, but then the second person that he kills is his romantic...
I really want to watch the film. I really want to watch it.
My sister recommends. Yeah, and I watched a video essay about it. It seems really quite fun. And it's in colour.
That is true. And Jude Law.
As you said, Matt Damon looks handsome.
Yeah, yeah. You said Jude Law in his peak.
Yeah.
Even though I disagree, I think Jude Law was his peak in The Holiday.
I mean, Jude Law's peak, much like, Orlando Bloom's peak, Leonardo
DiCaprio. Basically, the only person that's peaked all the way and kept their peakness is Brad Pitt. But that is also because he's had
great work done.
Yeah. So
at one point, slightly dodgy work,
but then it came back
round.
Yeah. The faces really helped. So yeah, I don't know. To me, I'm so glad that I wasn't the only one that found it slow, because sometimes I find these shows, actually, most of the time we're on the same page. Mm-hmm. And most of the time it's so slow that neither one of us can finish. I mean, yeah.
That has not happened here.
That has not happened. We've pretty much got to the end of the episodes. So, what would you rate it?
Honestly, a 5. And I know that's really harsh because, like, here's my thing, right? I'm a lover of art. I'm a lover of cinema. I'm a lover of television. Like, I don't mind when a show is something that you need to watch maybe 2 or 3 times because there's so much, like, density in it. But I also think that we're in a place at the moment where making a luxurious show like this, which feels like a luxury given to a writer that you guys just really respect, and I'm not saying he hasn't earned it because he has, feels to me a little bit in poor taste.
Yeah.
Also following the fact that, like, successes currently, like, the shows that have made people sit down are White Lotus, A Beef, A Succession, a Hijack.
Yeah.
They're quite simple concepts, and they don't ask people to do homework in order to enjoy it. And so whenever I see something like this now, I just think, like, it's a commission that isn't in of this world, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's like, it's a vanity project almost. Yeah. And I think it's crazy when knowing how competitive the market is and how people are, like, blood, sweat and tears into trying to keep their companies going and getting these green lights, are losing out to a vanity project that won't bring in any new viewers or subscribers or even serve that big an audience. No. It's bizarre. It feels a little bit like, maybe if this was 5, like, before the pandemic, if this had been made, I'd been like, wow, art, incredible. Good, Post the pandemic, I just think that, like, what? No, girl.
No. I would, probably give it I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give it a 4. Oh. Because I think it was shot beautifully. Into the black and white, I know, was like an artistic choice, and then I think it was nice. However, there was no what it gave in style, it lacked in substance, like, to me personally. And for me to say that watching this now makes me want to watch a film, because I actually want to understand what happened and actually, like, to be able to get it and enjoy it. And
you could read the book.
Well, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to do that
right now. Because you can't read.
Excuse me, I can read, but it's just like...
This is what earlier. I like to be a girly. I'm not going to get a smartwatch. I'm not kind of a girly who likes to read books.
I like to read books, like, cover to cover, but perfectly honest, this is not... The story, I already know what's going to happen. The story is...
No, but maybe we don't. That's the thing with an adaptation. That's think true, you know, and then you read the book and it's a completely different experience.
Time is of the essence, and I would prefer to just watch a really well-crafted film that was going to do it in an hour and a half and give me all my cliff notes, which I think I'll get with the Talented Mr. Ripley film, but I didn't get it with this. I found it too long. It became background TV, and that was why I didn't enjoy it as much, because it was so much in the background. There was nothing that was enticing me to stop what I was doing to watch it. And we've had this year moments where we've had these experiences where we're watching TV and we're really engrossed and we're enjoying the show, enjoying the characters, big name talent, and it's actually enjoyable to watch. I didn't enjoy it, I just felt nothing towards it. So that's why it gets a 4. Andrew Scott was great.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 5 because Andrew Scott.
Yeah, he was great. If they made this show like 4 episodes or 5, like it'd probably be 6 out of 10, but I just felt like he dragged. And episode 8 was like an hour long. An hour 16. That's a whole film.
I mean, I feel like to me, even if something's 54 minutes, that's basically an hour.
Yeah, it's true.
Every episode felt like it was an hour.
Yeah, it's true.
If not longer.
When I saw it, because when I saw 8 episodes, I was like, okay, maybe it'd be 30 minutes each.
They said
what?
No.
Yeah, absolutely not. And it's also not comedy, so it's not really a 30-minute comedy. But I don't know. We don't need shows like this. No, we don't, because what box is this ticking?
This is like, go to the cinema.
Exactly. This is really, it's Art House. It's like foreign. It's like a foreign film. That's what it was giving me, the kind of vibes. But
oh yeah, something also interesting I noticed. I always have subtitles on.
Yeah.
And there were parts where the Italian that they were speaking was just Italian subtitles. They didn't translate it.
Oh God.
Which I thought was really like, okay, that's a choice, I guess. Like I don't mind that sometimes because I like when obviously they wanted us to have the same effect that Tom was having, which is like I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
Because they would choose certain bits that they would translate, which I think were things that they thought were important to the plot, and so we needed to know. But just the stuff like when that whole shop scene when he's trying to figure out how to get to Dickie's house in the subtitles is in Italian.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The only time I noticed the subtitles kind of merging in was there was an article when the news comes out about Dickie's, although Freddie's death, the article is in Italian and then they scrub that and then they put it into English. Oh, nice. So it was actually quite cool. That was actually quite cool. But anyway, what are we watching next?
What are we watching next?
What the hell are we watching next?
Let's do Big Mood because we just had. I feel like Renegade now. I don't know. Can we check how long those episodes are? It's nice to mix up those like half hours and hours.
Yeah.
Like
Renegade, 53 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll do Big Mood.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch Big Mood, on BBC.
No, it's on Channel 4.
Oops, Big Mood, which is on Channel 4. Queenie's coming out soon as well.
Yes, Queenie is coming out soon. We should do Queenie when it drops. Soon. I think, probably in the next month.
So, Big Mood's coming out. We should, on Channel 4, we're going to take a watch. Comedy, we'll see how it is.
Starring, what's her name? Siobhan?
Is it the girl from Bridgerton?
Yeah.
Nicola McCloughan.
Oh, that's it.
McCloughan. Yeah, Nicola.
And the girl.
Nicola Colin.
Yeah, and the girl
Lydia West.
Yeah.
She's really pretty, Lydia West.
She's in It's a Sin and Years and Years.
Oh. She's also in Inside Man. Okay. So that is that.
Also, season 9 of... No, season 9. Is it season 9 of Inside Number 9? Can't remember. There's a new season of Inside Number 9. So.
That show's still going on?
Yes, of course, it's important.
We already live in this. Is it Inside Number 9 about the...
No. About what?
Politics?
No.
Okay, great. So we're not... What's Inside Number 9 about then?
Inside Number 9 is like this anthology series where they like tell scary, kind of spooky stories.
Oh yeah, that was not what I was thinking. I was thinking about the show... Is there a show that's about like the politics and...
What, the thick of it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Anyway, we're going to move on. And,
to be fair, the title Inside Number 9 could make you think it's a political thing.
I mean, it really should be... Is it 10 Downing Street?
Yeah. Yeah,
it should be Inside Number 10. Anyway, this has been Scripts and Giggles with Shoshana.
I'm Horny.
And her white husband. Thanks all. Bye.
Just heads up to the listeners and the lads. Cordial will be in the next podcast. I'm not going to stand for the slander anymore. And he will be coming to speak on Shoshana's allegations, which is what they are.
I'm sorry you dragged me this whole podcast.
Don't let me call him now.
Try me, boo.
Girls, stay tuned. Cordial will be doing his own little sneak peek response to the way that Shoshana has behaved herself today. Because she's acting slick today because Cordial's not here. Wait till he's here. Then she wants to fingers on lips all of a sudden. Scared. Bye.
Bye.